On the 20 peso note is Benito Juarez, and he was Mexico's only indigenous president. There's a quote on the bill there by him. It says, "May the people and the government respect the rights of all, between individuals as between nations. Peace means respect for the rights of others." And moving up to the 50, we have Jose Maria Morelos, and he was a Catholic priest who joined Miguel Hidalgo in the Mexican Revolution. And after Hidalgo was executed, about a year after they got the revolution going, Morelos picked up the torch and carried it on. There's a quote on the bill from him: "Slavery shall be forever forbidden, as shall caste distinctions, leaving everyone equal. One American shall be distinguished from another only by his vices and his virtues." And after living in Mexico for 20 years, I have to tell you that that kind of describes how Mexicans have treated me. Moving up to the 100, this is Netzahualcoyotl. I'm going to go with that. Try saying that real fast 3 times with your English-speaking tongue. Netzahualcoyotl was the Aztec king of what is now Mexico City before the Spanish came. And there's a quote from him on the bill: "I love the song of the mockingbird, the bird of 400 voices. I love the color of the jadestone and the intoxicating scent of flowers. But more than all of those, I love the most my brother, man." Next, we have a lady, Senora Juana Inez de la Cruz. She was a nun who lived during Mexico's colonial period. She was a prolific writer and poet, and it's said that when she passed, her writings and her poetry rose from the ashes of religious condemnation, so she is known today as the Mexican Phoenix. She wrote, "Foolish men who accuse women without reason, without seeing that you create the very faults that you identify." The 500 peso note has 2 pictures on it. On the front is Diego Rivera, and on the back, Frida Kahlo. And they were 2 of Mexico's most celebrated artists and personalities. And if you want to know more about the 2 of them and their tempestuous marriage, watch the movie Frida. It's one of Lynn's favorite movies. Diego wrote, "It has been said that the revolution did not need art, but that art needs the revolution. This is not true. The revolution needs revolutionary art." And finally, we have the 1,000 peso note. You probably won't run into one of these in Mexico. They're not widely circulated. I had to go to the bank and ask for this one, and they gave it to me. Well, they didn't give it to me. I had to trade 2 of those Frida Kahlo, Diego Rivera notes for it. Miguel Hidalgo is probably Mexico's most celebrated historical figure. He's the father of Mexican independence, and as a Catholic priest, he launched the country's movement for independence by ringing the bells of his church and delivering a speech called the Grito de Independencia. It was a cry for independence, and he did this in 1810. That was the revolution that reclaimed the rule of Mexico from the Spanish. Hidalgo was captured and executed in 1811, about a year after he started the movement. But the revolution continued. The 1,000 peso note features a line from Hidalgo's famous grito. He wrote, "Without our homeland and freedom, we will always be a long way from true happiness."